Howdy, y'all. Welcome or welcome back to Pluto Fairy Tarot. I'm Jay, and I'm getting a really strong pull to read with no specific download, so just gonna open up, tap in, see what comes through. This will be timeless in general as always, so take what resonates when and how it resonates, and leave what doesn't. Okay, what is going on today? I'm seeing tumbleweed. I'm, I'm hearing like old Wild West music, right? Like a Wild West, cowboy show or something. I'm hearing like music from that. I'm seeing. It looks like they're about to duel, but there's the guy with the pistol, right? And he's like getting ready, but then the camera pans over, and it's just this like blob of energy. So there's something you're fighting that, yeah, Three of Cups reversed. We're not talking about other people. We're not talking about some interpersonal conflict here. The Hermit reversed and Page of Wands. And I'm seeing him shoot it. Like, he wins the duel. And then the world around him, like, shatters like a mirror and falls away. And he's in pitch black darkness for a minute. And then there's this sensation of, like, rapidly rising, right? Like, if you've ever been on an elevator, when it's going up, if it's moving pretty fast, there's that feeling to it. It almost feels like you're being compressed because you're being pushed up from below. It's like that, but very intense. And then I'm hearing the sound of something bursting out of water, and you emerge out of the surface, and then he's in the ocean, and he looks over, and there's the shore, and there's people on the beach, like, come on, come on, come on. And it's like there was so much isolation because of this false reality that you were kind of stuck in a way, right? And with the Hermit reversed, the Three of Cups and the Hermit both being reversed here, leaving behind fake friends. So this could be talking about disconnecting from fake relationships as well, secondarily, right? When you deal with whatever this issue is, you stop putting up with bullshit, and so those end. But the Hermit reversed is when you deal with this, you are suddenly able to connect again in a way you couldn't. And with the Page of Wands, I just heard start again. And you're going to have this illumination, right? I said when it crumbled, when it shattered and fell away, you could see the darkness that you were really stuck in. And darkness isn't inherently bad, but it's like you needed to be able to see, right? And you couldn't before. And with the Page of Wands, wands can be torches because it's the fire. Suddenly you can see. I'm hearing that song. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone, but there wasn't rain. I'm hearing the sound of rain, like when you're in the darkness, like you can hear the rain, but you never get hit with it. And it's so hot, and you're dehydrated, and you're like, please just rain on me. Also, "Rain on Me" by is that Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande? That song could be confirmation. Um, but you were being denied that. It's like you were being tormented, like given the sounds, but never the real thing. It was all facsimile, right? A real life where you were living in this town, and you were part of the community would have been lovely and fulfilling, but none of it was real before, right? This whole Wild West cowboy setup that I was seeing, it wasn't a real situation. It was a facsimile. It was illusory. I'm seeing someone wearing like VR goggles, right? And it's like, if you really really get into it, you can kind of forget, like, oh, this isn't real. It can trick your senses, and you're realizing it's not real. I'm seeing what is it, the Truman Show? I had never actually seen that, but I've seen clips from it, and I know the basic premise. It's like you're getting out. Doesn't he walk up those steps and go out that door? Is that the end of the movie? I don't know. Just I'm seeing that clip from it. You're finally leaving, and isn't it in that movie? It's like entertainment for people. Like, it's a show they're watching. they're observing him, they're watching him. This energy or energies were harvesting your energy. That's why they were keeping you within this simulation or whatever. They you weren't literally tied up in a VR headset. We're speaking metaphorically here, but they were strongly implanting something like a psychic net was being placed over you to affect your perceptions because your emotional reactions to it were a food source. Very insidious energy, but you realized that was happening. You kind of thought, and I think it's healthy that you thought maybe I'm just crazy. 550 on the timer. Maybe I'm just crazy. There's no way all these people are out to get me. There's no way this is all fake. But you really did have some people out to get you, and there really was all this fake bullshit around you. Not everything, of course not, but there was that fakeness. And then now that you're free, there is going to be that adjustment period of like someone being genuinely nice to you and you being like, well, are they being fake? Because in the past, people were faking being nice. That's normal. But, and there is going to be that adjustment period. But you really literally just were dealing with fake bullshit. Okay? Um, but now you're getting the real thing. Maybe you're connecting for the first time and your whole life has been spent ensnared in this way, especially if you grew up like with really toxic, vile family. Um, but for some of you, you had contact with the real world and real connection, and then you got ensnared by this, and you're just reconnecting to reality. Whatever your situation, general message. The opportunity is amazing, so please take it. But it is your free will decision whether or not you do. Judgment. Talk about awakening. I'm hearing a tornado siren in my mind. Those things are loud, as they have to be. Um, yeah. And you're also waking up a lot of other people. Because it's like, some people are looking at you and going, wait a damn minute. If this person it had a falling out with this other person, that other person must be a really shitty person. If this kind soul I just heard is mad at them, what the fuck did they do? And other people are going to start questioning things. You're waking up a lot of people. Someone's going to lose their grip, not just on you. You were the linchpin, babe. Oh my gosh, some of you were the linchpin. You were the thing that was holding some people's entire manipulative enterprise together because you lent legitimacy to them. Because they looked at you and they're like, someone like this, they must, like in a good way, they think positively of you, right? That's why they lent credence to your words and to who you spent time with, who you gave energy to. They thought it must reflect positively. And now that you're not feeding that energy, now that you're not hanging out with those people, now that you're, whatever, they're going, hey, well, what's going on over there? What kind of person are they really that this person would snap? That if you, the viewer, would snap on this person, which doesn't necessarily mean like you have to explode on them verbally or anything. But if you would have a falling out, that really puts into question the kind of person the other person is, the other people, or the system, the energy you were working with, whatever it is specifically for you. Maybe all of the above. It's recontextualizing things for people, and you're setting so many people free. Spirit just said, "Look at the bottom of the deck," and I did, and it's it's the freaking Eight of Cups reversed. You're breaking so many unhealthy, toxic rumination cycles. Because other people would get glimpses, but they would be like, but viewer, you, the viewer. But viewer approves of this. Viewer says this is good. Viewer is friends with this person. Viewer is, whatever. They kept second guessing themselves because they valued your opinion and understanding. And now that you're setting yourself free, they're like, oh, there really is something going on. It's like you're giving them permission. They never truly needed your permission, but like lots of people, they kind of need other people's permission to let themselves. Don't feel pressure from that, right? Or try your best not to, because it's not truly your responsibility. But it is a beautiful thing that in a way you're giving them that permission by setting yourself free to set themselves free. You're collapsing an enterprise, some of you. Someone could have had a whole community ensnared. It could have been a workplace situation, a really toxic boss. Whatever it is. You're breaking those chains, babe. And not just for you. And I love that. Split the deck. The Chariot reversed. And what's this behind it? Not that one. Justice. At first I was confused because Spirit was. I see the Chariot reversed. I'm like, isn't that bad? And Spirit kept telling me, no, 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 no. Don't jump into conclusions. Calm down. Justice. You're stopping them in their tracks and they can't run anymore. And finally, they're going to go to spiritual court. Someone's going to get held accountable for their actions, whether this is a person or an energy. They ain't getting away with it anymore, babe. And that's reading. So, wait, no, one last thing. This kind of looks like a fish to me. Like, this is the tail, like the fin part, the tail, and then this is the body, and this would be the face. So it's some kind of fish. I don't know what kind of fish, but I'm seeing that in Spirit saying it's important to say it. Um, Now I'm seeing a fish flapping around in a desert and then finally getting in water again. And what was I saying about like hearing the rain but never feeling it? Fish. At first, I was also hearing like fish out of water, but that's what you were, and you're becoming a fish in water, right? You're getting into your element again. You're no longer being deprived because you are severing the tie of some kind of parasite, whether person or energy, or both. Anything else? Nope, we're actually done now. I hope that reading resonated. It was helpful for you. If it did resonate and it was helpful, you can let me know by liking the video, commenting if you want to, and subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more readings from me in the future. All right. Good luck and goodbye.